This video is about adjectives and adverbs and will focus on comparative and superlative. What is comparative? We have comparative in English. This affects adjectives and adverbs. Many German books call adverbs adjectives, just an FYI. Let's take a look at some normal sentences. My car is fast. Here you have a subject, my car, a verb, is, and an adjective, fast. His car is faster. Here you have a subject, his car, a verb, is, and the comparative, faster. So let's try these in German. The first sentence should be pretty easy. Mein Auto ist schnell. What do you add to the word fast in English to get the comparative? Fast, more than fast, faster. You add er. So in German you have schnell, mehr schnell, which doesn't exist in German, just like it doesn't exist in English. You add er and you get schneller. Sein Auto ist schneller. If you can't remember possessives like mein or sein, you should add them to your vocabulary pretty quickly at this point. So our rule for comparative is adjective plus er. Here's our formula, adjective plus er. So try these. Wenig, heiß, nett, and schön. Pause the video and make them comparative. You should have weniger, heißer, netter, and schöner. There are some exceptions. If the adjective has one syllable and an A, O, or U, then you add umlaut in the comparative form. So we have groß, lang, alt, and kurz. Pause the video and make these comparative. You should have größer, länger, älter, and kürzer. When we learn this rule, a lot of people get upset because net becomes netter. Why doesn't it have an umlaut? Why? E never gets an umlaut. Don't start doing weird things now. So the new comparative formula is adjective, plus don't forget, if the adjective has one syllable and an A, O, or U, you will add umlaut, plus er. But is this possible? The book is good. Das Buch ist gut. This book is gooder. Nope, please don't do that. That is not a word. Good becomes better. Same with German. This book is better. Dieses Buch ist besser. Here are the 4 adjectives below that have special exceptions and must be memorized. Hoch, viel, gut, and gern. These become höher, mehr, besser, and lieber. Other important words that you may need include than is als, and as plus adjective plus as, so plus adjective plus wie. An example is, he is as nice as me. In German, this is, ist so nett wie ich. Note, we say as me. What we really mean is as I am. It's an English problem here. Is nominative. That means whatever you're comparing to is also going to be nominative. That's why it's ich and not mich. So what is superlative? We have superlative in English as well. This affects adjectives and adverbs. And remember, many German books call adverbs adjectives whenever that happens, just an FYI. Let's take a look at some normal sentences. My car is fast. Here you have a subject, my car, a verb is, and an adjective, fast. Her car is the fastest. Here you have a subject, her car, a verb is, and the superlative, the fastest. So let's try these in German. You still have mein Auto ist schnell. So what do you add to fast in English to get the superlative? Fast, the fastest, you added st. You only added the e to fast because st can't go on a t without adding an e to the ending. This is the same rule as German. When the stem ends in t or d, you add an e. So in German, schnell, adding st, you get schnellst. The you use is So we have Ihr Auto ist am schnellsten. If you can't remember possessives, you should add them to your vocabulary. Some of you may have looked at this last example and been confused. Ihr Auto ist am schnellsten. This means her car is the fastest. There are actually two ways to say this. The formula for superlative has changed a bit. It used to be superlative for adverbs was plus adjective plus sten. Now this is also being used for adjectives, not just adverbs, but there is also another way that you might need to use it or see it used for adjectives. The sentence again is, her car is the fastest. What is implied is car. Her car is the fastest car. If you add that word, then you cannot use plus adjective plus sten. Your new formula for superlative for adjectives would be the correct der, die, or das for your noun, plus the adjective, plus st, plus the correct adjective ending. No one loves adjective endings. Why do you need one? Because a word preceding a noun and describing a noun is an adjective, and the ending on that adjective needs to agree with the noun. In our example, a word is preceding a noun and describing a noun, so it is an adjective, and the ending on that adjective needs to agree with the noun. You have learned adjective endings before, but it has been a while. The formula for superlative for adjectives is the correct der, die, or das plus the adjective plus st plus adjective ending. Her car is the fastest car. The first part is easy. You have Ihr Auto ist. You don't know what the is yet. You don't know how to say fastest yet. And then you have Auto. We need to know three things about the noun that our adjective happens to agree with. One is the gender. Is it masculine, feminine, neuter, or plural? Two is the case. Is it nominative, accusative, dative, or genitive? Three is the word in front of the adjective. Is it the, or nothing? Auto is neuter. In this sentence, it comes after ist, which is sein, and the rule would make that nominative. The word in front of the adjective is the. It actually should always be the. Think about it. Superlative is the most of something. You can't say a fastest car, or fastest, like fastest car is great. You need a the. The fastest car is great. So, we know our gender is neuter, the case is nominative, and the word in front of the adjective is the. Our sentence is, Ihr Auto ist Auto. Now we need two different charts. The first chart is the definite article chart, the chart, for nominative, accusative, dative, and genitive, masculine, feminine, neuter, and plural. We also need the adjective ending chart for adjectives after the words. So either the or the word. Der is the, dies, jede, welcher, manch would be a the word. The formula again is der, die, das plus the adjective plus st plus the adjective ending. Use the charts. First blank, first chart. How do you say the for neuter nominative? The second blank, you use the second chart. The right adjective ending for neuter and nominative. Our adjective is schnell, plus you have to add st, plus you have to add the correct ending. You should have Ihr Auto ist das schnellste Auto. You can also say Ihr Auto ist das schnellste. Her car is the fastest, with car being implied. This is obviously far more complicated than the plus adjective plus sten formula, but when the noun after the adjective is present, you must use the adjective plus st plus ending formula. Luckily, our endings are not too complicated. They are e if they are inside the Oklahoma shape, which I've outlined for you, and en if they are outside of the Oklahoma shape. Superlative adverb adjective formula is plus adjective plus sten. The superlative adjective formula is the correct der, die, or das plus adjective plus st plus adjective ending. The or that book is good. Das Buch ist gut. We have this book is better. Dieses Buch ist besser. My book is the best book. We already learned that the word gut turns into besser and that it is an exception, and it still is. We have the exceptions below are hoch and höher, viel and mehr, gut and besser, gern and lieber. In the superlative, these are höchst, meist, best, and liebst. Do not add st to these superlatives. That has already been done above. They just need either the en or e endings. Although one of these sounds wrong to me, the way that the language changes, it seems both may be right. So we will write the sentence both ways. My book is the best book. Buch is neuter, nominative, the word. So you should be able to do mein Buch ist blank blank Buch without much thought. This is similar to our previous example with the fastest car. In the end, you will end up with mein Buch ist das beste Buch, or mein Buch ist das Beste. You have some examples to try on your own. Pause the video and take some time to try these. You may have to go back to some previous slides to check your answers. So all of your examples are different than one another. Some of them have comparative and some of them have superlative. Let's see what the answers are. You have Tom ist größer als sein Bruder. Remember, sein Bruder is nominative, just like Tom is nominative. It comes after sein, and you're comparing the two. We have yesterday it was cold, today is colder, tomorrow is the coldest. Gestern war es kalt, heute ist es kälter. Morgen ist es am kältesten. I forgot an S there, I'm so sorry. It's the last slide, so I'm not going to go back and add that, but remember, morgen ist es am kältesten. Then we have you have the nicest boyfriend. Du hast den nettesten Freund. Net ends with T, so we needed to add the E before we added the sten. Germany is the most beautiful country. Deutschland ist der schönste Stadt, or Deutschland ist das schönste Land. He has the friendliest family. Hat die freundlichste Familie. I need more pizza. Ich brauche mehr Pizza. That's it for the comparative and superlative video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.